We started this week exploring prayer. We are ending this week talking about the Bible. Yesterday, I talked about the fact that it was this best-selling book, most translated book, and talked about the fact that it was not just a book that we read, but a book that reads us. Let me note one other thing we could say about the Bible is that it's the most controversial book of all time. More people have been burned. No other book has been burned or banned more often than this book. More people have suffered for owning this book or claiming this book, reading this book, than any other book. So the reason the Bible is so controversial is not because it talks about God, or not because it has advice about parenting, or not because it has a system of ethics inherent. Lots of books talk about God. Lots of books talk about parenting. Lots of books lay out ethical principles. The reason the Bible is so controversial is because it makes these claims about itself. It claims to be divinely inspired. It claims to be truth, not just a source of truth, but the source, the final source of truth. It claims to enjoy the authority of God. It claims to be the absolutely critical guide for salvation and spiritual life. These are not small claims, right? If the Bible was a person and they made the claims that the Bible makes, we would recognize that person as either being the greatest person who ever lived or being an absolute monster and megalomaniac of the first order. So, look, the fact that the Bible makes these claims is not without challenge. There's lots of people that say the Bible is not what it claims to be. There's lots of people that attack the Bible. There's lots of people that seek to undermine the Bible, dismiss the Bible as just an antiquated book. So, and I want to say, there are challenges here, right? We look at this and try and understand what's going on, and there are questions like, if the Bible, if God is God and He is a loving God, then why in the world is there so much suffering in the world? So let me just slow down and back up and say this. The Bible is a source of supernatural revelation about God. We believe that we know truth, that we learn about God in two fundamental ways: natural and supernatural revelation. Natural, also called general revelation, is general information that's given to everybody, and it contains general guidelines about God and life. There are things that we can know about God and ourselves just by looking inside our hearts or by looking around, right? David will write about this in the Psalms and say, the heavens declare the glory of the Lord, right? There's certain things that you know are true about the Creator by looking at creation. But then there's supernatural revelation. There's special revelation. And that special revelation in its highest form is Jesus, the Word of God, the Logos. John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word, the Logos, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things came into being through Him. So you have the Word of God incarnate, God in the flesh, Jesus, and then you have the Word of God written. Now, could talk for a while about the Bible and the claims that it makes and the reasons that I believe that it's true. I want to end this brief look at the Bible as a basic question by suggesting that you read it. I'm going to go again. I'm going to channel C.S. Lewis and say, just as the best way to defend a caged lion is to open the cage and let the lion defend itself, the best way to defend the Bible is to say, open the Bible and read it for yourself. And I believe that it will win you over. So I want to suggest that at the very least, you start your day with 20 minutes that set aside, 10 minutes for Bible reading, 10 minutes of prayer. I think that exercise will be revolutionary. if you're doing more than 20 minutes, like don't back down. I find the need, especially given the volume and velocity of culture today, I find that I need more than just 20 minutes. But I want to suggest that you have 10 minutes of Bible reading a day and 10 minutes of prayer. And if you're asking me, I'd start in the Gospel of Mark. It's the shortest gospel. Read Mark, read Matthew and Luke and John, read some of the Psalms, read some Proverbs, and see whether or not God takes you to a deeper place. Have a good day.